Hey guys, hope you're all doing well, enjoying your weekend here. I wanted to jump on and just chat about this particular transit here that we're moving through. And we've been talking about it on members, but I wanted to jump on every so often when the transits get really intense. I feel guided to jump on and chat a little bit about it. So if you're a member and there's some overlap, just keep it in mind that, yeah, I'm feeling guided to share this message more broadly. We are currently heading into Mercury at an advanced degree. We are at 28 degrees right now, but we're going to head into 29 degrees. We will talk more extensively about this and the absolute details here coming up. We'll talk more about it in real time astrology, but right now here, right, I want to let you know that once it is that we also move into the we're nearing a stellium here, and it's going to get really intense with the new moon as well in Virgo. So I just want to let you guys know, for those of you who have a lot of Virgo in your chart, a lot of Mercury, a lot of Gemini, this could be a really climactic sort of wave okay here for you specifically, and you may feel like there's a lot of pressure here in some sense. Let's pull up the ephemeris really quickly, just so we can get a note on that. I'm hoping to pump out these August, the new moon readings for Virgo. This is going to be one heck of a new moon, you guys. And we, again, talked about this more so in the weekly members as well. The new moon is going to get wild here. Yes, it's really sort of overlapping with a few other alignments, but I want to sort of bring attention here to specifically the 30th, which is going to be tomorrow, technically, Monday. Right now, I'm filming this Sunday, August 29th, around 1:22 a.m. as a side note, but we have Mercury pretty much tailgating every planetary archetype right now, save Venus, okay? But yeah, Mercury right now, more or less, right as we dip into the 30th, especially, whoa. Those of you have a lot of Mercury in your chart naturally, these are videos you want to sort of keep note of. The 30th, Mercury rules the nervous system. So if you're feeling kind of like your nerves are frazzled around this time, you're getting kind of anxious, note that it can be due to, and this is a general video, this is for entertainment purposes only. However, right, I think that it's really fascinating if you were to look at the planetary alignments and our sort of experiences here on planet Earth. Because I don't feel that anything is random here. But getting back to it, on the 30th, we see the moon will dip into Gemini. Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury. So yes. And so, on the 30th though, as well, we see that the sun is getting stronger, obviously, in Virgo. And simultaneous to that, we've got Mercury also in Virgo hitting the 29th fucking degree. Those of you who have a guy, just feeling guided again to emphasize this, guided to mention that those of you who have a lot of Mercury, even planets in the 3rd house, planets in the 6th house. I'm hearing Venus. Ooh, interesting. Venus in maybe Virgo, Venus in Gemini, Venus in the 3rd, Venus in the 6th. This is going to get really kooky, but it's important to note as well that, of course, this is happening simultaneous to other planetary alignments, and we talked about this, at length in members again. But I feel like I want to share this here in the general space. The sun is going to be squaring the nodes, you guys. This is going to get super intense and karmic. This is, this is a sort of a bubble here, and it's taking place in these few days. So keep it in mind. Yes. And if you're into astrology, feel free to join us on members. We talk at length about these transits when they do occur. Let me put that link here in the chat box for those of you who are interested in joining members. I'll also tweet it here on Twitter, and the Alchemy and You handle, for Twitter. So, that's the link here. Join members. I'm going to say join members here. I'm going to pop that link there. Thank you guys for your support as well via members. But in terms of astrology, if you, yet again, you know that you've got a lot of, I'm hearing just air in general in your chart, and you have the tendency to sort of like think about things and get kind of at times kind of like nervous. You might want to note these again. Few days, it's going to get kind of intense, and it may not be your direct energy field, although it may be as well. Of course, everything is reflective at a certain point, but just a heads up. You might find yourself also just having epiphanies here around this time in a really exciting way. Yeah, but with the nodes, we're looking at, the yes and the no. Okay, the so-called up and the so-called down, the left and the so-called right. We're looking at so-called past, present, yes, in the current state of defining where we stand in our reality, and future, so-called. We are realizing our role as a creator, and we talked again about this in real-time astrology with the sun as well squaring, being the strongest luminary source. So there is a really big sort of moment here. Just note that. You guys, thank you for tuning into you here, loving the light to you. Any other notes? Yeah, let's clear the energy. Well, Virgo again in Gemini, and this is partly as well. We've got, just adding on to the sheer fact that we've got the North Node here also. Well, that we've got the new moon in Virgo coming up, which we're already still feeling those energies. However, yeah, because we're also about to hit the pivot angle. That second quarter stage is going to be in Gemini on the 30th in addition. And furthermore, let's clear it. That's intense regardless. So being in Gemini, again, ruled by Mercury, simultaneous to the sun in Virgo, simultaneous to the North Node in Virgo, in Gemini as well, and Mercury here at the advanced degree. It's gonna get in Mars, yes, of course, getting stronger as well in Virgo. Gonna get intense, guys. Gonna get intense. Yeah, it's already intense. It's gonna get more intense. But it can be a moment where you say, I'm gonna make this decision. I'm not gonna put this on the back burner anymore. And I'm not going to sort of just let this sort of just happen. It is about leadership ultimately as well. So when we see Mars is encouraging a stellium here, which we do see Mars in Virgo alongside Mercury and the sun, and joining that new moon in Virgo, it's a time where we're really going to want to pay attention to that archetype, which in this case, yet again, is Virgo, which is about closing loose ends, fastening things up. Yeah, it's kind of a no-nonsense energy, but it can cause that sort of the pressure. So just note that. Let's clear the energy and ground. For those of you working on projects, try not to get a little overly critical, because that can also happen with Virgo. That can be the shadow of Virgo, where we lose sight of the project, the concept, and we start to feel more nervous than excited if it's something, so just keep it in mind. For example, it doesn't have to be, but just so you know. This is going to be, so 1 second here. Let's get back to it really quickly. But yeah, you are already likely feeling those new moon and Virgo energies starting to build. I like to bring that focus whenever we are moving towards a particular angle in the moon cycle, that it's not just, for example, if we're moving past the full moon, we're most likely still feeling those full moon energies, even though it's a few days after. And it angles though at that second quarter stage. So it's a little confusing maybe, but yeah, yet again, look into astrology, read up on this. It's really quite interesting. I would definitely, if I had to choose one thing to follow, it would be the moon. Yeah. If I had to follow just one, cycle, I would follow the moon. So, and it's not like, oh, new moon is done. It has its cycle that is a grander orbit of 6 months. So just as a side note, love and light to you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next videos. Bye.